Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt has said Donald Trump, your president, has not ruled out a military draft. This as he's playing golf while Americans die. I mean, Americans ain't just dying. They're being killed at war. They're being pretty much annihilated in some parts of the world. American troops getting their legs and arms blown off, getting their heads knocked smooth off. And Trump is on the golf course. Imagine. So according to Karoline, Trump says he can't rule out a military draft. He's accessing the success of the war that he's having. He's accessing his success. And, depending on, if he needs some extra bodies out there to go out there and die for nothing, he'll let you know. So stay tuned. Who's cool with going to war? Anybody out there of age? I know there's a lot of youngsters that listen to me. So all you youngsters out there, give me a thumbs up if you're down for going to war for Trump. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs down if you say you got me up. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. All right, time's up. I made my mind up, fam, after high school. Because before high school, I wasn't as sharp at all. And I didn't have it all together right after high school, but I think I was sharper than most youngsters, right? But when I was 17, 18, I had thoughts of going to the Air Force. I wanted to be a pilot. I was like, well, put it like this. I was going to either box, I was going to literally fight my way out of the ghetto, rap my way out, become an engineer, or be an airline pilot, not an airline pilot, but an Air Force pilot. And I wanted to, fly fighter jets. I wanted to go where the action was. And that was just me, thinking about doing something where there was a lot of action. I know that's not consistent with being an engineer, but I just like the idea of, engineering. I like that idea. I like how it sounded, all of that, engineer, Plus I knew a few people who were engineers and they were doing real well financially. So I felt like I could do one or the other, right? In any event, I'm absolutely glad that fate intervened, and I did not go to the military because I absolutely would have went to the Air Force, and I absolutely would have been flying planes. And then I absolutely would have got caught up in the whole cycle of just taking commands and fighting for unjust causes, fighting for illegal wars, fighting for these old white dudes, who ain't gonna fight for me, who ain't never fought for me. Like all of these wars that were started in America, all of these lives, white dudes called the shots on them. So an old white dude said, okay, look, man, I can't get along. I don't like what he did. You know what? We just go to war with him. So we go out there and we fight the war. We give it everything we got. And we come back. If we come back, we either come back in flag draped caskets, or we come back limping. We come back with some limbs missing, or our mind missing. You know what I'm saying? Like we lost our minds. So America just hasn't made good or done good by Black folks when it comes to going to war. Now, for white folks, y'all got it made in the shade out here. So y'all should be on the front line first. And in fact, The white folks who should be in front of the white folks is MAGA. MAGA should be on the front lines. Them first. I say you want somebody to go to war, you go to war first, Trump. But we know that's too much like right, because you dodged the draft 5 times and now you're too old to go to war, really. But you ain't too old to start a war. But if you're going to start a war, I think that your son, Barron, should go first. Barron should be first. And Junior should be second. And then the other one. I think they should go first. And then send your son-in-law out there. That's who should be on the front line first. They should be on the front lines. This way, I think if these presidents and leaders had to put their children on the front lines first, if that was a criteria for going to war, that your children had to volunteer, and I ain't talking about sending them overseas and just getting in close proximity of the war where they're somewhere safe, they're on some type of base where it's safe, where they're supplying supplying material, or they're somewhere just maybe working in a ward or something, or feeding the troops. Nah. Put their asses on the front lines. Yeah, send your children first. And I think that if that happened, there would be a lot less wars. I think a lot of these presidents and leaders would be a lot less excited about going to war. And not just, when I say leaders, I mean the leaders. I mean Congress, members of Congress. Your children go first. Since y'all get so much from the country anyway, y'all get a lot. Y'all get way more than the average citizen get out of the country. So y'all should sacrifice more if it came to war. Send your children first. You ain't got no children, your children too old, send your grandchildren. But send your children first. And all you generals and admirals, all you people that's out there advising the president that we should go to war, and you send your children too. Y'all go. Y'all take y'all asses out there first. And let's see how eager you are to go to war. I don't think you'd be so eager to go to war if it came down to you sending your children first. See, they want us to send our children so our children can get killed. You ain't getting mine. Yeah, I'm telling you straight up. You not getting my child. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. I had made up, but what I think I was early 20s when I caught my snap, and I was like, yeah, I would. I ain't going. No, I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to war. I'd already thought about my escape route. How I was gonna get out. How I was gonna dodge. I'm dodging. Yeah, I'm dodging. I ain't going. If I thought that we had not just equal rights in this country, not just a fair shot in this country, but if I thought that we was going to war for a real cause, like not just killing people for oil, not just killing somebody because they tried to kill your daddy, or they threatened you, or you trying to show off for a girl, if I thought it was really for preservation of life, if it was really about an evil empire, and wow, they're killing everything and everybody, and they over here messing with us, okay, let's go get this guy. But if I want to find that type of person, I don't have to look far. I don't even have to leave my house. I could turn on Fox News. And all of them right there. I can turn on CNN. All of them right there. Yeah, man, that's right. I said it. CNN too. See, I don't trust none of y'all. I don't trust none of y'all. CNN, ABC, CBS, NBN, NSBC, all that. All them letters, all those alphabets. I don't trust none of them. Yeah, man. Well, what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But hold on before I go. Look at this dude. Look at that. Look at that dude, fam. He's out on the golf course playing golf while our children or your children, American children, are at war. And I'm going to tell you something else, family. The number of casualties, of American casualties, have been grossly underreported. There's been well over 1,000 dead. They said only 7 was killed. Only 7. The number has climbed all the way up to 7. What my man Chuck D say, what Flav say, don't believe the hype. No more talk.